Coming into Moto 3, it's Hudson Vagel, 3-1. Chase Moynihan, 2-2. Knox Lewin, 1-3. Schoolboy, 1. Final Moto on the line. 3,100 points up for grabs.
Woo, I'm excited for this one. Three-way tie for the lead. Another notable, Gage Brown had a DNF in this class.
Moto let go, right?
Yeah, also had a fourth in Moto 2. So that's a spoiler that could get in there, but man, three-way tie? Are we serious?
We like it. This is what we wait for right here. And of course, it's in the Schoolboy class.
And here we go. The one card is in the air. We're going to drop it sideways, and we are going to drop the gate here on Schoolboy 1, Moto number 3.
There's Vagel. There's Moynihan. Sawyer Geek on the 18 as well.
Ooh, a front wheel in the air there for the number 4, and he is going to get the job done. Chase Moynihan, the Jacksonville, Florida native, with a hole shot.
Well, doing exactly what he needed to do, as he is one of the 3 in the tie right now.
He wants to go, run, and hide right now. The big, fat number 4 looks fresh on that Yamaha. He looks good out front.
Gage Brown in 3rd place.
This is one of our scholarship races by On Track School. You can scan to donate by scanning that QR code. Of course, they do it every year, so you'll be donating for the future. And the number 4, if he's able to get this job done, he'll be getting a little bit of change in his pocket to go towards his education.
So a couple of spoilers. I think Geek and Brown would be spoilers. Then you have 3 other riders tied with 4 points. You have the 4 out front. He's got 4 points. He's got the 1 right now to go with the 4. That would be good enough. So Moynihan, a long road ahead of him, boys.
Yeah, he might. Oh,
down.
They're going down.
Was that either
KTM machine?
Or was that
Going to be Geek?
Yep.
Tough way to start off a moto, that is for sure.
Yeah, and it looks like the other rider I was looking at with 4 points. 1-3, the 67 buried. Holy cow, in 29th place. 1-3 scores for the 67. So he is effectively out of this run here. 37th place for our rider. But he's moving. Knox Lewin now up to 29th. So the scores can't even keep up with the passes he's making.
Yeah, going to be fun to check in with them in just a second as our leaders now check in for 1 lap in the books. Oh, 1 rider down. That is the 19.
Gage Brown.
Oh, wow. So the hits keep continuing here for Gage Brown.
So a DNF there for Gage Brown earlier in the week. DNF and then a 4th place in that 2nd moto. But going to be a tough break for him. I know he has his eyes set on him. Moto medal, we'll see what he can do. He's still right there in the hunt. Don't ever count out downtown Gage Brown.
Yeah, Vagel now up to the 2nd place position, so 1 point behind Moynihan. And here we go, our 2 championship contenders currently running 1 and 2 in the Moto, and there is not that much of a differential. 3.4 seconds, and the battle's on for the championship.
So Moynihan doing exactly what he needs to do here with a 2-2-1 score. Vagel with that 3-1-2 score.
DeShiel in 3rd in the Moto, also in 3rd in the championship. But that total, 19 points. So we'll see if things shake up. The 78 of Baker back in 9th. He's also tied with DeShiel.
Whoa, what happened? What was going on there? He had to roll this jump, K-Dub. The tunnel.
Look at Gage Brown. God, wrecking ball.
So there's Moynihan back.
Moynihan went down or something.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was
it was
around.
Sorry. We'll go back and take a replay. We were running down some points and not paying attention to Flow Racing. We got a replay of it. See what happened, because this is...
Well, we've seen some run-ins with Moynihan and Gage Brown.
This has some championship implications here. Let's take a look.
So Vagel out front, and now out front of this championship. So, oh, how the turntables have turned. To quote the great Michael Scott.
Man, so busy on that Bird Moto Prospect app, wasn't quite able to see what happened there.
I had my head down doing some math as well.
Yeah, good luck to the scorekeepers over there.
Well, luckily it's electronic these days.
It is, but they do handwrite
They
them over
do.
there as
They
well.
do.
They back them up. But there's the 4, so he's not completely out of this. Moynihan's got some work to do. Only 3-4 seconds back of your leader, so he's got to go get Bagel. I would be about to Bagel out if I was Bagel with all that action here. He's got it in his hands, though. It's what you want, right, Kevin? You live to be pressure. Pressure is a privilege, isn't that what they say?
You like it being in your hands when you were in the lead. Right?
Yeah, I'm saying Bagel now, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
In
but
his hands, but
Moynihan was in control there for a minute.
I'd love to see that rundown of what happened with maybe it was Brown, maybe it wasn't, and Moynihan, but we know they had some run-ins.
That would be crazy.
There is the 19, and he's got Dashel right in front of him.
All right, here we go with our replay.
Nope.
Oh, just down.
By himself.
Slid out coming out of Storyland.
And he about got KO'd by the rider there coming right at him, too. So that was self-inflicted right there.
Self-inflicted, yeah. There was some drama involved with it, but not enough to rider. There is that potential. Anytime you see Brown and Moynihan together, that potential is there.
So the 72 trying to run and hide a Bagel. He's got the 19 of Gage Brown trying to deliver a package to the front of the field here. There's Brown on screen. He's got Moynihan not too far behind.
No, but he's 6 seconds plus
You're right.
behind Bagel, and that is going to be where he needs to go and overtake the 72 to get this championship, as is currently Bagel with a 3-1-1, 5 points. Moynihan's still in second as they run right now in the championship, but that is not where he wants to be. He had this thing right where he wanted it.
Look, he just jumped all the way to third. The 67 is just banging out passes. Boys, he was in 30-some-odd place. I counted him.
Yeah, Lewin up to 13th. Good call there, Kevin Kelly.
And with the, I mean, he went from 5th or 6th in the championship points, and whatever passes he made brought that point total right on down. He was tied up with a couple guys in front of him with 18, 19, and 19 points. So we'll track his progress. That is the 4 of Moynihan, who needs to get moving. In the number 4 slot was out front, had this race and the championship in hand. Yeah, he's got to go through a murderer's row of some guys.
And not only the guys in front of him, but also in between the ears, inside the helmet. It is it's tough to settle yourself down, right? You're in position. You think you have it. You think you lost it, and now he's got to go get it again. So an emotional roller coaster right now for the number 4.
And he's got the 96 of Dashel right in front of him. And Dashel's got some front-running speed. This is his best moto, a 6, a 10, and now a 3 for Dashel. So you know he don't want to give up that one.
And the 4 machine looking good out there. He's able to stand up through those ruts. K-Dub, he sits down. I've been noticing about halfway through on just about every corner, and it seems to work out beautifully for him.
Yeah, he's on a good flow right now. Straightening some things out.
Your leader's just flashing past.
Yeah.
Not too terribly far. I mean, you can see.
No, and look, Brown and Bagel might get into a battle right now. Brown is now 1 second behind Bagel.
Look at that lap time Brown just threw down on a 125. What the crap?
151, some 3 seconds faster than everyone.
That is absolutely blistering right here as we watch the 19. He may not win the championship, but man, has that dude been a fighter.
Yeah, definitely going to be out of the running for that with the DNF, but he's going to go to work right now, and look.
Oh, what if he messes with Bagel and they have to
Exactly. You never know what's going to happen in a battle, as well as the fact that he's going to lose a point, and Moynihan's going to try to make a point here soon. So to the inside. Oh, look at those ruts almost come together. Bagel's going to not fight too hard, and look, out of position. When you're on the outside, you got any bike, much less Gage Brown coming up the inside, you kind of have to give way.
So Brown is able to make the pass stick, and he is going to be our new leader here in this Schoolboy 1 division. Still have 11 and a half minutes to go.
I mean, that's great news for Moynihan. He needs some friends out there. Who would have thought Gage Brown?
That's good. Exactly.
Well,
so that's going to bring
opposing point totals.
That's going to bring them within 2 points here as they run. But Moynihan's still going to have to get to work. And regardless of the math, Moynihan at this point is going to have to pass Bagel.
It's got to be, and that's how it works out. So Bagel trying to latch on to our leader now.
Okay, Moynihan makes another spot. So there we go again. The 72 and the 4 are back-to-back. Not necessarily back-to-back as Moynihan is 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, look at that, 9 seconds back. Dang.
But you gotta look out the windshield, bro. You've got to go. We have 10 and a half minutes left in this moto, so there is some time left. It's all or nothing at this point. And when I say nothing, I just mean, look, still a great ride. Could find himself on the podium, but right now they have nothing but championship dreams and that's the goal for that. Both those riders, Bagel and Moynihan, coming in tied. That's all they're thinking about. And at this point, for them, it's either the week was successful, I'm a champion, or I wasn't.
Right, that's the way they look at it. Yeah, you can take those moto wins, blah, blah, blah. I want the championship.
100%, that's the goal for the number 4 here, is going to be a Schoolboy 1 championship. Trying to track them down. Still going to have 10.7 seconds between Bagel and Moynihan.
Jackie Legs, you're going home a champion, right?
No, I am not.
Your wife is the AKC championship?
Yes. Toby is. I'm not.
Oh,
Toby is.
Well, I figured
yeah, but you win as a team, man.
You
takes
do.
a team.
You do. How's Toby feeling today? Does he walk around with his little chest out?
Jumped off our 4-foot-high bed, a little weenie dog. Madman, 13 years old, going C9.
That could have been the end of it right there, man. He goes out
That's what I told. That was my exact words. You got to quit doing that. And I'm getting protested right now down there.
Oh, Toby the wiener dog took the championship in our dog. How did he? Is it agility course or what?
Yeah, it's just a full course. I've judged off a few things.
Yeah, and of course you're a judge, right? Or your wife was?
No, we weren't a judge that time. That's how we were able to
that would definitely,
we weren't a judge.
There.
That would definitely be a protest from Willie Browning.
Yeah,
nonetheless,
Billy Browning from the AKC.
Yeah, William Hall, he is filling out a protest form as we speak. Wow. We had a word about it last night.
Take your lumps, dude. Take your lumps. It's all about the dogs, man.
Bad news
Speaking of dogs.
Bad news for Moynihan, and he's last lap posted 2 seconds slower than Bagel, so he's going to have to go back to work. As we see what they do now as Gage Brown checks in with a 52.9, Bagel with a 54.8, and we will have to wait some 13 seconds before we see what Moynihan checks in.
Kevin, a 51 was our fastest lap for a day or two here, and this is the 125 class.
What is it now, Kevin? Do you know?
Yes, it is going to be Zach Osborne with a 1:48.641. You got to take that thing all the way down to the 1,000th when you're dealing with the Oakley Fast Lap.
Yeah, and Zach finally got greeted with a track that had one race on it. It was post-prep, had one race on it, so the race line was in there, and he went, and it was his best opportunity to lay down that lap time. The other 2, 3, 4 times, it was a hammer time fest for him.
And while he turned the Oakley Fast Lap in that race, I believe Jet Kellogg had it previous. He had about 4 laps, Zach did, in that moto that eclipsed Jet Kellogg's fast lap of the 51, I think was what was previously posted.
It's impressive, man. How old is Gage Brown? Did we establish he's a young buck?
Yeah, 15, I believe. 14, 15.
I thought it was 14?
14. Yeah, 14.
That's a lot of upside. That's like what I was thinking, a freshman or a sophomore playing varsity here with the boys.
Not sure the analogy, but he's young and has got a bright future.
You understand the analogy?
I do understand it. I'm thinking 8th grade maybe. Wow. Or you're going JV though.
Yeah, you could start the year 14 and finish out 15, be your freshman year.
There we go.
Anyway, impressive to do it at this age. He's got another, 2 years in the class if he wants to hang out in the 12 to 17 class. And
yeah, well, with the rule, moving to 18 to go to the professional ranks, I think with a guy like Gage who's been around since I remember.
No rush, right?
Just plan it for that exit strategy as his hopes to chase what he's been doing the past decade, do it for the next decade, find yourself in the pros and make that plan when to move up when he gets his opportunities. Such great opportunities for all these kids now with the SMX Next program and the combines and all that good stuff.
You go dabble in Canada maybe? Do you go to Europe for a year or two?
The opportunities are endless, literally.
Right.
You can race every weekend if you want.
Sure. SMX Next, throw in some Canadian races. What would you do, Jackie Legs?
I have no clue. I was watching out the window so hard, I was in my own little world there.
He's thinking about how he can get a better lap time with his weenie dog next year. He's looking out the
where the
course was. He's like, man, if we would have just hung that corner a little tighter. We got cross-roaded coming out of the sand section.
Just jumped over that hay bale.
Got hung up on it. It's a wiener dog. That's a tough obstacle for a wiener dog. You can launch off of things, but going up things are tricky.
You're right. You're right.
Shoot off the top.
Stopped doing stairs about 6 years ago. Had so much trouble with the stairs, so many tumbles down, we have stopped those entirely. So don't forget, you can scan to donate on your screen there to our scholarship race for On Track. This is a scholarship race, and whoever is going to be stepping away with it's going to step away with a little bit of money to go towards their education. So some cool stuff happening there with On Track. Once again, you can scan to donate. But yeah, guys, what I was actually looking at here is them sending what we call buzzing the tower, where they jump into this sand section. If you're here on property with us, if you've not got a chance to go over in that island there and sit and listen to it, it sounds like a bass drum as we go on through the day, and it gets rougher and rougher. You can hear each bike landing off that.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, and you know, we announce a lot of races. We're there at the racetrack all the time, and I'm still not used to hearing the sound like you hear off this jump that we see on screen right now.
We just heard it again. Yeah, we're normally in an announcer's tower. You're way away from obstacles like this, and you can't really feel it. You can actually feel it and feel the thud.
You can.
Of 300 plus pounds of bike and rider on the ground. Kevin, what does that feel like when you just like launching big jumps and you just prepare yourself for the impact? Is that what $50,000 suspension will do for you, though?
Definitely helps, and for these youngsters, it doesn't feel terrible. Now, I will tell you, on Fox Radio, we talked to Jake Weimer last night, as well as A-Ray.
He won't know that feeling.
A-Ray does not know the feeling, but Jake Weimer actually said that he ripped the palm. He had a blister that surfaced, and he said he felt it specifically on that jump, tearing the skin. And look, he admitted that he did a crash course in training, maybe not rode as long as he wanted to. So if there's any tender spots on the body, you make a launch like that, it's going to expose itself.
You will find it. Yeah, A-Ray says he's coming back for that jump, though. He won't let you down.
That's the single mission of his return to Loretta, is to claim that jump.
That's right.
Whoa, a little kick sideways there.
Knox Lewin all the way to 7th, man. He has had quite the moto, passing a whole bevy of riders. But
that's going to put him on the podium, at least.
Yeah, he's been in that spot for a minute. He still has to make like 6 more passes. He has to basically get around, obviously, our lead, the 4.
Yeah, Brown in control of the moto. We'll reset here. Vagel in control of the championship and kind of walking away from Moynihan there. 15 seconds. Moynihan's going to have enough to come across if things stay like they are in second in the championship. But running out of time here. 3 points separate Moynihan and Lewin has been on the move.
Golly, he's got those dudes right in front of him. That is Dashiell and Baker right in front of him. That's 2 more spots he's about to pick up. This guy's riding with his hair on fire. That's the 67 on screen.
Well, if he makes those passes, Moynihan will have to worry about maintaining his second place position in this championship.
There is the 72, second place on track, first place on the championship board. That's a good sign.
That board is out. That's a nice sight, especially when you are in position for a championship. You want to get this thing over with as quick as you can.
We've seen these crazy third motos. They give it and they take it, that's for sure, because it's given to the 72. It taketh from Moynihan because he was out front.
Great news for our listeners here as Kevin Kelly and I look at Flow Racing on the television, but Jackie Legs got his head down in his Prospect app, and some good information is about to come.
Yeah, taking a look here at Lewin making the most passes so far. As we suspected, he is up 21 positions here in this moto.
Yeah, and I saw him as far down as 30-plus positions back, too, like 37th or something like that. Way back. It's like an absolute, not the way you wanted to start that moto for sure. But hey, what do you like seeing out of a kid like that, never giving up, just passing his way all the way to the front, going as far forward?
Yeah, I mean, everybody likes to see it.
He could have said, hey, man, I'm out. It's done.
It's what could have been, was in a great position, was Lewin with a 1-3 going into this moto. But look, you got to deal with whatever cards you've been dealt, and he's doing a good job here. Probably going to run out of time to make a run at Moynihan, but I believe he's only 1 second back of Baker here, so might be able to make another pass as we are back on the 72.
The traffic he's having to deal with,
He's having to deal with a lot, and he's got to keep himself cool right here because you are the man in the Schoolboy 1, 12-17 BC. If he can keep this thing rolling, he'll be a champion.
That was him. The thud of that 72 is what you just heard.
So here we go, guys. White flag just now coming out. One more trip around here for the Schoolboy 1.
I'm interested to see Gage Brown, if he takes this checker flag, what celebration does he do? He knows he had the DNF. Other than that, things have been going pretty well for Gage Brown.
Hey, when you win, you can do what you want.
You can, but you're not going to be the champion.
Yeah, and the moto is not his fault, so he's done everything he could do.
Yeah, we'll stay tuned.
He's looking at a DNF 4-1 if he stays up in that top spot. Hey, if you can't get the championship, no better to end your week here at Loretta's than with a gold medal.
Now, what's crazy about the DNF 4-1 is that has him in 32nd position.
Yeah,
that's crazy. There we go. Vega through the 10 Commandments one last time. He has got a nice little cushion over Moynihan.
Yeah, they're starting to stretch things out at the front of the field. 10 seconds, 10.9 seconds is the gap between your first and second, and then seeing 14 seconds here between your second and third place riders. And then like you were saying, K-Dub, 7 seconds between third and fourth, but then fourth and fifth. Lewin in that fifth place spot, who has been on the move all moto long. He only has 2 seconds to get up to that fourth place spot, so there's still potential for him to pick up one more before this one's over.
Yeah, they just passed a segment marker there, and that gap stayed the same, so probably going to be running out of time for Lewin, as he only has, I believe, just one more segment to go.
Has to be running out of steam, as he has charged all moto long, and so has this man, the 19 machine.
Downtown Gage Brown.
Gage Brown, one more corner to go for you, and you are on your way to a gold medal. Look at that.
Hey, man, you want to do one more lap? You want to do one more lap around the ranch?
What a gentleman.
There we go.
There's
a celebration.
Fist in the air.
Okay. Yep. Woo. There it was. I was wondering what he was going to do.
Brush that off. No big deal.
But there's our champion. Number 72, going to rev that 125 up.
Blow it up. We're done with it for the week.
Hey, how about last night, those 50cc champs? I hear this sound, this wide open ringing, and then I see the smoke billowing up from the Cobra camp. They're doing a big burnout celebration, Cobra 50 burnout. That thing, it was like 3 minutes of wide open. That was fun.
Lewis not able to make the pass on the 78, but still going to be enough to find himself third spot in the championship. Of course, that's going to be Moynihan taking second in the championship, third in the moto.
Young bucks, dude. Feels good to be out of the tent. See Mom, the whole crew down there. That's how they finish up the Rocky Mountain ATV MC. You see it on screen. Gage Brown, Vagel, and Moynihan. That's how they finish in the moto, followed by Baker, Lewin, Dashel, McNeil, Kiki DePino, and Comaford. That was a good one, boys. Schoolboy 1, 12-17 is in the books. Gage Brown wins the race, but the championship goes to Vagel. Never a dull moment. They went in all three tied, boys.
Yeah. What could have been for some of the riders had a lot of clawing and scratching into the final podium position. Had some bad starts when it was all on the line.
Had some riders fighting for that one. Lewin with 23 spots, Pacheco 21, Dupuis with 19 passes. And you can take a look now at your championship standings. It is Bagel at the top of the charts, 3-1-2, going to be enough to seal the deal here in Schoolboy 1. Moynihan and Lewin, your top three. Baker and Geek, your top five. Dashel going to be just behind that, as now we're going to take a look here at our AMSOIL rapid replay. It was the number 4 with a wheel in the air off the start. He grabs the whole shot. But as you can see, some troubles for him here, K-Dub.
Man, what a tough break. Looked like it was all rider and machine that made that mistake. No outside interference, but there's Gage Brown down.
Yeah, the 4 machine, he wasn't the only one having trouble. Some troubles there for the 19. However, he was able to rebound just a bit quicker.
Yeah, the old 19 didn't stay down for long as Brown picked that Yamaha back up and went to work.
Taking him downtown.
Final lap for Vagel as he was on his way to the championship. But rebounding after a DNF, look, 29. You want to catch another lap? I believe that might be short. Hey, go ahead and get you one more lap. I'm going to take this win. I'm going to rev my bike. So is Vagel, because he understands the gravity of the situation. He is a champion.
I like it. Not cutting short. And we are just about ready to talk up on the podium here to our Schoolboy 1 riders. Sophie, when you're ready, take it away.
She's not ready.
She is.
She's on her way.
Look
I
at
see
her
her
walking up there. She's got some organizing. Hey, you go here, you go here. You won the race. You won the championship. Hey, come on, let's get 2 bikes up here. We're going to display the Brown machine as well as Vagel, as they both get their chance to shine in the glory of a Moto win as well as a championship. And I think we have her now. Take it away, Sophie.
Thanks, guys. Down here on the podium, we are getting ready to welcome up our gold medalist from this last Moto of Schoolboy 1. Put your hands together for Gage Brown. Gage, what a way to end off the week with a gold medal, especially after a rough first Moto here, but you really proved your place in this class.
Yeah, it was really a heartbreaker that my bike quit, but it's part of the game. I mean, I knew I was the fastest all week, so I just let that go, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to go win the rest of the Motos and win that other championship. I'm really stoked with my riding. We've been putting in a lot of work, and yeah, I'm really happy with how I rode.
What's your plans after this week?
Honestly, I don't know yet. Probably just go chill at the house, take like a week off, and then get back to it.
Sounds good. Who'd you like to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, all my family, my aunts, my uncle, Marklin and Jamel, for hyping me up at home. And happy birthday to my boy Jay Bailey. And good luck to Cruz Gordon at Walton. Go kill him, kid. And I want to thank Altus, Donnie, Ed, and Jordan. 100% Monster Mike, Nick from Monster. 100% Bell, Moose, Dunlop, Henson, ASV, Parts Unlimited, Alpine Stars, Nick from Alpine Stars, World Moto, Martin from World Moto, and everybody else that helps me out. Thank you so much.
Gage Brown, give it up for him. Gold medalist here in Moto 3 of Schoolboy 1. All right, we'll get this 19 bike off the podium, please, so we can make room for the championship bike. We need someone from Gage's team to come remove the 19 bike so we can make room for the championship bike. Please and thank you. Thank you so much. Next up, we're looking for our silver bronze medalist and second overall in the championship. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chase Moynihan. All right, we got this bronze medal for you. Chase, that was a long week, lots of fights we saw out of you. Walk us through from your perspective.
Yeah, that was a really rough moto. Yesterday I had a bad crash in the 10 Commandments and broke my shoulder, and I'm just trying to dog it out. That's all I can do.
So do you have it taped up, or what's going on underneath?
Taped up, pain meds, everything.
Well, very impressive for you to still put it on the podium and end up with a second place overall. Who would you like to thank for helping you get here?
My mom, my dad, Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, EBR, Altus Yamaha, Heatwave, One Industries, Pat from One, John from Heatwave, Dunlop, Rob Fox, Tamer Holeshot, EVS, Ethica, Caleb Tennant, WW Ranch, Club 87, and everybody else. Thank you.
Chase, go get healed up. And ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the bronze medalist. And second place overall, that's Chase Moynihan, doing it on a broken shoulder. Next up, we're going to bring up our third place overall for a quick picture with his Flow Racing check. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Knox Lewin. $250 from Flow Racing for third place overall. Get that picture. Thank you very much, Knox. Congratulations on the third place overall. A great fight that last moto. All right, now the moment that we've been waiting for. The silver medalist this moto and the champion of the week in Schoolboy 1. Put your hands together for Hudson Vagel. Hudson, congratulations on a job well done this week. How did you pull it off?
Just stayed consistent in this class and just rode my own race home.
You certainly had to do that. And did you know that you had the championship covered?
Yeah, I knew I had it the whole time.
Now, coming into this moto, I know you were tied with a couple of other riders. How was it managing the stress coming into this moto?
It wasn't that bad. I just pulled a good start and just got to the front. And then once Gage passed me, I just like try and rode it home.
Well, that you did, and you did a great job of it. Before I ask you about your sponsors, we're going to welcome up Chris. He's from Flow Racing. He has $1,000 for you. Such an awesome deal from Flow Racing. Hudson, what are you going to do with $1,000 from Flow Racing?
I don't know yet. I have to think about it.
All right, well, you think on that. You figure that out. We'll also have Haley come up. She is from On Track. She's going to present your Scholastic scholarship here. Money that can go towards anything for education. Thank you very much, On Track Schools, for doing that. And now, Hudson, who would you like to thank for helping you get here? There we go. We got to set this up. Very nice. Well done. Well done. Not your first time here. Who would you like to thank for helping you get here?
Fox, Danny from Bell, Oakley, Parker and Max, Motion Pro, everybody else at home watching me, and Factory Connection, Bell, Motion Pro, and everyone else, thank you. And Gardner Racing.
All right, Hudson, before we celebrate too much, we have Willie Browning. He is from the AMA, and he is going to present to you your #1 plate. And